Hey, John, great to see you again. Now, I know you're a music editor and a supervisor. Might you be able to tell everybody exactly what that entails?
Hi, Paul. Great to meet you. Great to see you again. It's been a while.
It has
Um,
indeed.
yeah. So a music editor. So a music editor is someone who works on the film in post-production, and you are the one that holds all of the music that goes into the movie. So a lot of people, when they think about film music, they think about the score. They think about the score that you might put on. But of course, there's lots of other music that goes into a movie as well. There's like what we call needle drop or source music, where you're going to license pop music tracks. Say a film I recently worked on was The Immortal Man, Peaky Blinders, the
Right.
new Peaky Blinders movie. This is a film that has a lot of sort of needle drop source tracks in it. And but also it could be other music like where we will use library music where say if you're sat in a cafe, if conversation is happening in a cafe, someone is listening to something on the radio in the background, then it's finding music for that as well. So as a music editor, you're responsible for all of the music that goes into the movie. Now, what can often happen, and what's happened to me as I've gone through my career and done this more and more, is I'll often end up as a music supervisor or a music producer, which means that I'll also get involved in creating and sourcing the music and overseeing the budget of the music for the film as
Okay.
well. That's something that obviously happens much later in your career. It wasn't something that I started out doing. It's something that comes later with a lot more experience.
Okay. Cool. And if I'm sure there's loads of people out there who love both music and film who would kind of like to get in your situation. I know it's difficult, John, but have you got any kind of positive vibes for them?
I think that one of the things, because I came from the music, I studied music and I came from the music industry into the film industry. And it took me a long time to work out that my knowledge would actually be better suited knowing more about the film industry. The films are basically about telling stories
Right.
and understanding films and how they work and understanding kind of a little bit of a history of film and but just what makes a good film, why are films good, and understanding films was something that I sort of slowly realized that I needed to know much more than that rather than just knowing about music. Of course, working as a music editor or music supervisor, it's great if you know a lot about music because people on the film, the director, the producers, the editor, everyone else will want to speak to you about music. It's that they expect that you will know a lot about music and be able to answer a lot of their questions for them. But one of the things that I discovered along the way is how important it is to have a really good knowledge of film and understand filmmaking from a director's point of view, because then if you
Right.
understand that, you can be much more helpful and be able to contribute much more to the film from that point of view rather than just knowing about music.
So trying to get into his mind to see how he envisages it and
That's the thing. You have to really think about filmmaking from a director's point of view. Once you understand that, then you can be much more helpful for the for the filmmaking process. If you haven't really thought about the story or the characters or their motivations and things like that, you can't always hit the target as closely with the music that you're trying to find. So it's really understanding filmmaking. You have to really delve into that side. So you can't just be into music
sure,
and
sure.
and sort of end up in the film industry. You need to understand filmmaking.
Brilliant. All right, John. Well, thank you so much indeed. I'm sure they'll be very grateful. Great to
That's
see you
no
again.
problem.
It's
Yeah,
really good to sort of hear your insight point of view. Thank you so
no
much.
problem at all. Good luck to all.
Thank you.